So before I play the next work, which is Prelude by Noam Faingold, I want to introduce him. He's agreed to be our composer-in-residence, our very first composer-in-residence, which is quite exciting to me. My plan, and we're still negotiating these things, is to have as much new music composed for us over the next year as possible, and to have Noam participate in the planning of the season. I met Noam through a really fascinating circumstance. Emma has a dear friend in Sri Lanka, Natasha Senanayaka, who is a composer, and we played her work here, one of her works, and Noam bought a ticket because he's friends with her and saw that her work was being played. So he just showed up, and we talked, and so here we are. Now, the piece that I'm going to play is very brief, just a short introduction to Noam, and I'd just like for him to say a few words about it before we start.
Thank you, Carl. It is a privilege and a joy to be here, and I think that one of the really special things about things like composer residencies is being able to bring that living, responsive element to a concert like this that very often can end up in some ways feeling like a eulogy for people who have passed and pieces that have already been written. And so it's very exciting to be able to bring in the component of reacting artistically in real time to the circumstances in which we live and to tie the present to the past. And I think those are the things that really excite me about these kinds of collaborations. I'm going to do my best not to talk too much because that's something that I have to work on as a person. And but I just want to introduce my piece very shortly. Are you still planning on playing it twice?
If I play it well the first time, I will refrain from playing it well the second time. But if I miss some notes, I will play it twice. It's only 5 minutes long.
The other night we played it twice, which kind of gives you an opportunity to have an unimpeded first impression, and then bring out a few things from the work, and then hear it with a new ear, which I like that, if we do that. So I'll just say a few things about it, but I'm very interested in, I'm primarily a melodically driven composer, which means that that's my generating impulse in the music that I write is melody. And then beyond that, I'm interested in color and different musical genres and styles, telling interesting stories inside of a melodic frame and that sort of thing. This is a work that I consider early in the sense that these days I tend to think about historical concepts or some contemporary theme or consideration and make a comment on it. And so this piece is early in the sense that it still is very representative of the sound of my music and the textures of my music, but it's early in the sense that it wasn't quite yet written in a place where I was feeling compelled to provide commentary on the world in which we live. I just think it sounds nice to my ear, and I hope that you feel the same. So that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay.